every now and then, the elites show up. And they got so much to say. You know, these guys are so predictable. These are going to be the guys that hang out in the dark zone waiting for someone to make an extraction. I don't understand how you can play a game as phenomenal as the Division 2, and all you do is get in the dark zone and wait. How long have you been waiting? Where is your spot, right? Do you have like a coffee and a little chair sitting there? You've been sitting there for months, right? You know why they're so bitter and angry? Because they've been sitting in the dark zone for 3 months and they got canker sores. You have to DoorDash some ointment for the canker sores you got sitting in there. Just please, someone make an extraction. Will someone please call for an extraction? Salute to all my division agents. Let's get it. Not again.
RCO nigga.
Trap you in my little web.
OP Mark 2s and RPGs for you fellas.
Dynamite.
Straight through here, break through.
You watching 3.
RCO nigga.
Don't you run from me.
RCO nigga.
When you sign up to be an NPC in the Division 2 and realize you should have went to Roblox. Here's how not to enter the dark zone. You watching
RCO mega.
Hilo almost at extraction zone.
Just look at our orange and our blue damage. Blue damage is going to be armor. So basically how it works. Orange damage is going to be your critical hit damage. Blue damage is armor damage. White damage is going to be normal. Red is going to be weak point headshot. Right? Let's check it out. All right, in the beginning, we saw some good orange-blue action, right? But towards the end, it was like more regular damage. Let's check it out. See all that orange? That's critical hit damage. We got some red in there, a little bit of normal, but mostly crit. This is increasing your crit chance and your crit damage, right? Now, all right, so let's look at the breakdown real quick, right? We just watched 49% crit chance perform with 94% crit damage. I would say that this dropped the target faster than the hybrid. So if the question is, will an AR perform better with higher crit chance? The answer is yes. With crit chance higher, the AR will perform better. But I ask ye, if you had 5 arms, would you just use one and let all the other 4 just lie dormant? Don't make sense, do it. Right. This is Division 2. We have so many different options. You got 5 arms. Why are you focusing on one? And that one, critical hit damage, it is not the highest form of damage. You can make it feel like it if you hyper focus on it, but that doesn't make it reality. Let me deactivate. I had to deactivate my global event real quick. I want to show you guys. I think these guys are tweaking. I'm going to show you the reason why I say that, right? Now, this is the hybrid. Let's check out the stats. We'll go straight to stats with this one, right? Now, this is at 115 critical hit damage, 25% crit chance. We'll clear out this room real quick with 25% crit chance. Again, 25% crit chance are pretty high on the crit damage. So that when we do get crit damage, it hits like a ton of bricks. That's the game plan. All right, so we're gonna plant this somewhere where it should hit pretty good. Put it in close. Let's put it in a little bit closer. I can get it up on top of that. I'm about to get seen. They about to see me. There you go. We still good though. Here we go. There you go. I'm missing shots. Do you see that 105 damage coming off that dude? Hey, watch this. Okay. How was I able to execute that so smooth with the Scorpio? Scorpio, remember, he's hit at 900K. Because he was distracted by the turret, right? And the turret we saw was hitting him at 105K. The reason it's hitting that high is because it is a 5 tier that has been autofized. basically, in other words, boosted. So 20% per skill tier. This is 60%. That means that hive at a 5 tier is hitting higher than a 6 tier. You follow me? You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful and make sure that the people that you're following are not like these elitist guys that, you know, they're like the swamp people of gaming. I can't stand these folks. They think everybody got to do everything the way they do. Oh God. Listen, bro, you got to be careful. You start listening to these guys, you start watching videos, and all you'll be looking for is orange damage because you think orange damage is the only thing that matters. And that is not facts. The blue, the white, and you know what's the most powerful? This is the thing that's so crazy. These guys go nuts over the critical hit damage. You know what's the most powerful damage? It's the weak point damage. It's the red, not the orange. So I don't know why you guys are geeking over the orange like that's the most powerful damage you can cause when it's not. The red is. I mean, let's just be honest. The red is the highest level of damage. So I don't know you guys don't pay attention to these elitist dudes. They'll have you chasing your own tail. Before we get out of here, I'm going to mention this because I think this is a mistake that these guys are making. They want to be like the NPCs, like the hunters and these guys. You know, when them ARs hit you, boom, they just take out a ton of damage. They want to be like them, right? But we're division agents. I'm not an NPC. You know what I'm saying? I don't stand out in the open, have crazy armor, and just shoot straight and just do crazy, insane amounts of damage. That's what they want to do. And I have no interest in that. I'm going to play this game like this is Division 2 and not Call of Duty. If you want to stand in one spot and shoot straight, I think you probably do a better job of that on Call of Duty. This is Division 2. Yeah, I'm using everything. Facts. All right, so now if you want to see a more detailed breakdown of this particular build, just check the last video that I posted. Has the same thumbnail. This one's different. Just has a girl on the front. Look like she's confused. She's like, I don't know which way to go. Right. I never hyper focus on critical hit damage. Never. The reason why is because you already get 50% from your watch. I'll throw another 50% on top of that. And that's good. That's good enough. This one went up a little over. It was at 115. You know, that wasn't intentional, but, you know, it happens. Sometimes you slide, you know, you land a little above or a little below. No big deal there. But I never hyper focus on critical hit damage because of the fact that headshot damage is the higher damage, right? The red is higher. So that's going to be your weak points. That's going to be your headshots, right? Critical hit damage, I decided to crank that up just a little bit on this one to kind of just fill out the build a little bit more, right? Because, see, my AR is boosted by 30%, 21% to health damage, and then 10% to damage out of target, to targets out of cover. And I'm Gucci with the way I do my crit because I can do that with the one. I have a glove. I can't think of the name of that gear set right now, but I got a glove that's set up for crit damage, and you get 15% just from using one piece, right? And then I use the mod slots, the attributes in the mod slots, and that's how I get my crit damage. You know, your crit damage it'll take you up probably like double. So if you do like 115K, it'll be like 200 something when you get the crit damage hits, the orange hits. So it's good, it's usable. I'm not shitting on crit damage. It's a part of the game. I love it just like everybody else. I just don't hyper focus in it. The last thing I would say is this: how is your AR set up? Set up your build to complement the talent or the attributes that are on your AR. Like mine's 21% damage to health, then 10% to damage targets out of cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deplete their armor, then swap to the AR. You see what I'm saying? And when I swap to the AR is going to highlight them because I got the laser pointer. From Technician, I'm gonna shoot for weak points, headshots. You follow me? And I'm going to get an additional boost, 30% plus the weak point, plus the headshot. That's how I do it. You see what I'm saying? I stack it up that way instead of trying to hyper focus on crit damage and just throw a bunch of crit damage in there. We can be more creative than that. That's just easy. I'm just going to make everything red. Yay. No. Let's be more creative. And that's my idea. All right. With all that said, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. We out of here. Peace.